Hello, we're back. The Real Entrepreneur Show.
Yes, The Real Entrepreneur Show.
Featuring
Kathy Barthel, also known as Bratty Kathy from Take on the World. I am a website copywriter and a book editor and all things to do with words. And you are?
I am Patty Pukerchuk, the small biz sales coach and help grow businesses, basically. Also known as the Accidental Farmer.
And she makes sales fun. Can you imagine that?
Of course.
Amazing.
If you're not having fun, then stop doing it. Find something that makes you fun. So today's topic is
realistic
goals
for your
book.
Yes.
That's our main thing is, first of all, you should have a goal for your book before you start writing. You should know what you're doing. I mean, we'll be talking about marketing tools to promote your book in the next episode, but today it's all about realistic goals for your book. So where do we start?
Well, I think one of the things that we see out there a lot in the online space is this whole idea of everybody wanting to have a bestseller, right? And the important thing to remember about that is that the idea of having a bestseller is a little bit like having a viral video. I mean, of course, we wouldn't mind if our show went viral.
Yeah.
But only to the people that we want to reach. And this is the point with your book. You are not trying to speak to everybody. So don't get too caught up in this whole bestseller thing. It's a bit of verbiage out there and everybody's kind of jacked up on it and they think it's, the shot of adrenaline, I'm going to be a bestseller.
Well, it's the same thing. Everybody's award winning. Everybody's a best-selling. It has been diluted, right?
Well, this is it. It loses its meaning. It's like the new shiny object everybody's chasing. But I think that's a really important expectation to have in line and to think, no, is my goal that, or is it, right, to create something valuable?
Yeah, so what would you say is a goal, is an applicable goal? There's actually two maybe, right?
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
As a book editor, we don't need any more books, guys.
Yes, we do. I'm a readaholic. I'll die.
And I know, and I'm a word nerd. So, I mean, how could we ever manage? Seriously, we don't. This is really important when you're planning a goal for your book.
The royal we, right? You're talking about the universe, right?
We as business owners, we as people out there editing them, putting them out there. Because the thing is, as a business owner, really, as you've heard many, many times, this is really the new business card, right? It's a marketing piece. But as such, it is meant to make you really marketable, i.e. the expert in your field. So you got to put some time into this, as Patty says. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. So it's very important to be realistic about that goal. What am I doing it for?
That's right. So really, I mean, everybody wants to sell some books and get back all the sweat equity that you put into it. So it's important that you sell some books and maybe have a book launch or, go to a conference where you speak and you sell books. Yeah. So that's always nice to sell books. Yeah. But really, it's a credibility piece, right?
Exactly. This is the thing, right? This is the thing. We don't need, there are a lot of books out there. And I mean, again, as a book editor, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, I see so many books out there, and there is a lot that is not very good quality, right? They are not well written. They are not well thought through. There are a lot of programs where you can write a book in 30 days, supposedly. You can write a book in 60 days. Sure, you could write it in a weekend, but do you want to? Is that the material that you want to put out there? This is a really important goal. It's not just about how quickly you can do it, how quickly you can turn it around. It's about what really is the goal for that, because this is going to look good on you or not.
Well, it's part of your legacy, right? So it's like you're putting this in the hands of strangers, and it's really how you're perceived out in the public. So it's important that it's a well-written piece, but don't expect to get a Pulitzer Prize out of it, right? I mean, nobody writes a bestseller in their first offering. So have realistic goals and expectations. It really is your credibility piece. It's for people to get a sense of who you are, in a different way. And hopefully it shares some of your expertise.
Exactly. And in terms of the expertise, this is the other piece around your goal is think, okay, here's my topic. If it's Patty with sales, right? Okay, I'm all about sales and I know all about sales. What is already out there about sales? Do the diligence and look and see what your competitors have already written, because you don't want to just write some version of that. Nobody needs that. That's what I mean by not having any of all these books, right?
Right.
You want to think about, do I have a very unique slant on my expertise, Or do I have really something new to impart that hasn't really come up yet?
That's right.
That's what you want to be writing your book on, one of those.
I mean, for example, in sales, selling 30 years ago is very different from how to sell today. So a lot has changed, and you got to keep up with the times, the whole social selling, the social media, like that's all new. So that's got to be incorporated, but it's still... I still sell one person to one person. You know, it's you and me.
Exactly. Exactly. Right?
Let's talk.
So just to sum up, really be clear about your goals. Do you want the big bestseller? Is that what it's all about to you? Is that your goal? Probably not if you want to go the long term, you know, play the long game as a business owner.
Yeah.
Really think about the quality. And what were you saying, Patty, about?
Yeah. Shout out to Charmaine Hammond. She's part of our speaker association. Yeah. And she's been traditionally published as well as self-published. Yeah. So it's traditionally published, you get a publisher and they're in control. Exactly. You get maybe 10% of the cover price, so you don't make a lot of money. Self-publishing, you make about 75% of the profits. And she said it doesn't matter how you get published, you as the author have to do all the promo work. Exactly. Which we'll talk about in the next episode.
Exactly. What a great segue, Patty.
Yay, wonderful.
Next week we're going to talk about marketing tips for your book.
Yeah. All right.
See you then. Oh, by the way, before we say goodbye, let us know what's going on with you and your book, right? Yeah. Have you got a book idea? Do you need some help? Are there ideas that you want to throw out there to everyone else about what's, been your experience? We want to know.
Yeah.
So share them below.
Share, like, and comment. Yeah. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.